Hello everybody. This video is about solving equation by adding and subtraction. Solving an equation means you actually get a value of like x, and when you have something with the equal sign. So without the equal sign, it's not an equation. Okay? So now when you have equations, the mathematical statement which two expressions are equal. So equation means something got to do with the equal sign. So one expression in the left side is equal to another expression in the right side. So for example, when you have x plus 5 expression is equal to 7 expression, that's the equation. So when you solve this, x becomes 2. So we call 2 as either solution or we call root. Solution or root. Now in another equation, you have 2a minus 3 expression is equal to 5 expression. When you solve this, you get 2a equal to 8 and a equal to 4. So 4 is the solution for a, actually solution for this equation, and 4 is the root for a. So in exercise, is this equation? Yes, because you have equal sign. Is this number 2? Is this equation? No, it's not an equation. It's an expression. So number 1 is equation. Number 2 is expression. It didn't become a quite equation yet because you don't have an equal sign. Solution, a value for the letter or variable and or variable that makes the equation a true statement. So that's the solution. So is 2 a solution for x plus 5 equals 7? Well, the expression on the left side equal sign, they are assuming that solution, which means value of x is 2. So you plug 2 onto place of x. So 2 plus 5 is 7. Is that equal to right side value, which is 7? Yes, it is. So left side equal to right side. So it is true statement. So 2 is the solution for this equation. And 2 is the root for this solution as well as x. Since 7 equals 7 is a true statement, 2 is the solution for this equation. The solution set is 2. Is 5.5 is a solution for the equation 2a minus 3 equal 2? Well, if it is solution, the a value should be 5 over 2. So you replace that as a over 2. So 2 times 5 over 2, a is 5 over 2, minus 3 equals 2. Is that true? Well, 2 and 2 cancel out. 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 is become true. 2 is a true statement. So 5 of 2 is the solution for this equation. So solution set you can express this way. Is 8 a solution for equation exercise 2? Again, you plug or replace x as 8. What is 8 plus 45? That become 53. So yes, the 8 is the solution for this equation. Number 2, is 6 over 4 solution for this equation? Let's plug in 4 times 6 over 4 plus 3. So 4 and 4 cancel out, 6 plus 3, 9. Is 9 equal to right side, 10? No, it is not. 9 is not equal to 10. So 604 is not a solution for this equation. Number 3 is linear equation. Linear equation is a first degree equation, meaning the highest power of the variable or letter is in first power. So ax plus b equals 0 is a standard form of linear equation because you only have x. X means x to the 1 power. So since it has a 1 power, it is a linear equation. So 4x plus 5 equals 0 is a linear equation because power of x is 1. 5x minus 2 is a linear equation. 7x minus 7x equals negative 5 is a linear equation. And example 3.2, these are not linear equation. Why? Number 1 is not linear equation because you have x squared. Okay. Number 2 is not equation because x has a third power. 2 of x equals 7 is not a linear equation because x is in a denominator. X cannot be in a denominator. When x is denominator, it turns into x to the negative 1 power. We will learn about this later on. So it's not a linear equation. Number 4, 2x5. Is this a linear equation? It looks like it, but it's not. Can anybody guess why this is not a linear equation? Yes, your guessing is right. It is linear expression. This is not a linear equation because you don't have an equal sign. Okay? This is linear because you have a 2x, which means x to 1 power. But this is not an equation because you don't have an equal sign. So it's an expression. Okay? Now, equivalent equation, number 4, equation that has a equal solution set, we call equivalent equation. So when you have 2x minus 3 equal 2, I'm going to move negative 3 to the other side. So you end up with a 2x equal 5. So this, both of them are equal. So they are equal, equivalent equation. And I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So a become 5 of 2. So all these three are talking about the same thing. So they are all equivalent equations. Okay. No, number 5a, addition and subtraction of property of equalities. There is an addition property of equality. What they're saying is if a equal b, you can add, they are still equal. A is equal to b, then they are still equals. Equation becomes still equal as long as you add the same value in a both side of equal sign, left side and right side. When you add the same number or expression to both sides of equation, both sides remain equal. That's what addition property of equation. Now, subtraction property of equation, the same thing. When or if a equal b, then a minus c, it should be equal to b minus c. So what they're saying is when you subtract the same number or expression to the both side of equal sign, see, both side remains equal. So why are we learning this two property? Well, like 5a, they want to solve x plus 5 equals 7. So the way you solve is doing something called inverse operation with a side with x. So right now, on the left side, x plus 5. So to solve the x has to be alone on the left side of equal sign. That means you have to somehow remove negative plus 5. So the way you remove it is you do inverse operation with the x. So right now, the inverse operation with x in the left side is plus. Of plus is, inverse operation is minus. So you do minus 5 on both sides. Okay, according to our subtraction property equality, they said it is okay to do that. They're going to be still equal in both sides. So that's what we are doing it. So in that way, plus 5 and minus 5 cancel out. You end up with x alone on the left side of equal sign. And then the right side becomes 7 minus 5, which is 2. So solving an equation means rearrange them so such a way that x alone on the left side of equal sign and everything else is the right side. So this case, by doing minus 5 on both sides, cancel out, left side become x alone, and right side become a 2. So solution for x become 2. Okay. Now same thing with, same thing with the number 2. So when you have x minus 5 equals 7, right now x is with a minus 5. So inverse of minus 5 is plus 5 in both sides. So x becomes 12. Okay, so in that way you solve this equation. Number 3, you have x plus 3 equal 13. So to get rid of plus 3, you do inverse operation, which is minus 3 in both sides. So x becomes 10 for number 3. Number 4, you have x minus 3 equal 13. So inverse of minus 3 is plus 3 in both sides. X become equal to 16. So now can you solve 5a, exercise 5a, 1 and 2? So pause the video, solve this, and check your answer with the solution in the bottom of this section. Pause the video, please. Now, I already talked about something called inverse operation. So inverse operations are to get an answer for the variable or a solution for the variable to the inverse operation. So you isolate the variable using the addition and subtraction property. So if you see example 5a, now solve x minus 7 equals 10. Then how do you solve it? You add 7 on both sides, which is inverse operation of minus x with x, minus 7 with x rather. So left side become x alone, right side becomes 17. Does everybody understand that? Good. Number 2, you have m plus 4 equal 9. So m is with a plus 4 in the left side of equal sign. So inverse of that is minus 4 in both sides. So in that way, you can isolate m alone on the left side of equal sign. And also right side become 9 minus 4, which is 5. So solution of m equal 5, or root. Okay. Number 3, solve x plus 3 equals 10. So since x is with a plus 3 in the left side of equal sign, you use the inverse. So minus 3 on both sides, x become 10 minus 3, which is 7. So 7 is the solution for this equation, and 7 is the value for x. How about number 4? What if you have a fraction like this? So p minus half equals 6. How do you solve this? Well, you solve this by doing same way, inverse operation with a letter. So right now you have a p minus half equals 6. So you do plus half in both sides. So p become 6 plus half, which is 6.5. So everybody understand this? Yeah, we are doing inverse operation with the letter. So now do these 4 exercises and check your answer with the solution key at the bottom of this section. Please pause the videos. Number 6, solve the equation with the x in both sides of the equal sign. So this is a little advanced case. So for example, you have 5x plus 7 equals to 4x minus 2. So you have not x should be on the left side of equal sign. So in here, you have x in the left side of equal sign, as well as x in the right side of equal sign. So what do you do when you have in both sides? Okay? X is in both sides of equal sign. Well, you're supposed to move. You're supposed to have x in the left side alone, only. But when you have x in both sides, the general rule is you remove the smaller x first. Okay, so in this case, you have a 5x and 4x. Which one is smaller x? 4x is. So you try to remove this one to the other side. So the way you move to the other side, or removing that both that side, that turn into the moving to the right side, or left side in this particular case, rather, is to the inverse operation. So 4x means plus 4x. So what you do is you do sort of minus 4x in both sides. Again, can I do that? Yeah, as long as you do in both sides, the equality stays same. So by doing that, 4x cancel out with this 4x, and 5x minus 4x is 1x. So you're going to have an equivalent fraction as that x plus 7 is negative 2. And then you continue until you get an x on the left side alone. So you do to try to remove plus x, so minus 7 in both sides. So 1x or x become negative 9. So that's how you solve equation like this. Number 2, let's say you have a 2x plus 7 equal x minus 1. So what do? You have 2x here, you have x there. You usually remove the smaller x or remove the smaller x. So minus x in both sides because x means positive x. So when you do that, x plus 7 equals negative 1. Now you continue regular solving an equation by doing minus 7 in both sides. X become negative 8. Number 3, 3x minus 6 equal 2x minus 5. Now you do minus 2x, minus 2x. So this cancel out. X minus 6 equal negative 5. You continue to simplify x alone on the left side. So plus 6 in both sides. x become 1. Number 4, 4x minus 8 equals 3x minus 2. So minus 3x in both sides. X minus 8 equal negative 2. Continue removing minus 8. X become positive 6. So that's how you solve the equation when x is both sides of equal sign. You move the smaller one to the larger one. Just in case, like number 4, what if you have 3x minus 2 equal 4x minus 8? So you have 3x in the left side and 4x in the right side. So which one is bigger, x? Obviously 4x is bigger and the 3x is smaller. So there are two ways of doing it. One way is, hey, switch the whole thing. Make it 4x minus 8 on the left side and 3x minus 2 in the right side. So in that way, you can always remove smaller, always have a larger x in the left side and always have a smaller x on the left side. Always larger x on the left side and always smaller x on the right side. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is you just move the smaller x, so minus 3x and minus 3x in both sides. You end up with negative 2 equal x minus 8. And then you switch it, because x has to be on the expression of x has to be on the left side, not the right side. So you switch the whole thing, x minus 8 becomes negative 2, and then continue. So either way is fine. But these are the small technique that you get rid of a lot of headache later on, like having a negative in front of x. That causes some problem for many of my students. Okay, so try to have x in the left side of equal sign and try to have bigger x expression on the left side of equal sign. That's better for solving equation later on. So knowing that, pause the video and try to solve exercise 6 and check your answer with the solution key on the bottom of this section. Please pause the video. Now, how about the several like term on the same side of the equal sign? The way you do that solution will be simplifying equation with the like term first. So, for example, you want to solve equation look like 5x minus 3 minus 2x equal 4x plus 2 minus 2x plus 5. So here is the equal sign. But you have more than one x in the same side. So what do? You combine that. So if you have x in both sides, you move one of them, preferably small one to the larger one side. But that's the case that when you have x in both sides of the equal sign. So what do you do if you have x in the same side? Well, you simplify them. You combine them, we call. So you do 5x minus 2x minus 3 equals 4x minus 2x plus 2 plus 5. You combine like terms, sort of. And then simplify, you got 3x minus 3 become 2x plus 7. So you will have equivalent equation, which is a simpler level. And then you have 3x and 2x. So which one do you move? Remove or move? smaller one. So minus 2x in both sides. Then x minus 3 become 7 or positive 7. Now you continue. To remove minus 3, you do plus 3 on both sides. X become 10. So that's how you do here. Okay. So rule is if you have x more than one x in the same side of equal sign, you combine them. So another example, let's say you have 3 plus 4x minus 5 equals 2x plus 7 plus x. So you combine the like term. So you got 4x with 3 minus 5 with a plus. And that's the left side of equal sign. Now right side become 2x plus x plus 7. So you end up with a 4x plus negative 2 equals x plus 7. Now you simplify x first before the number, simplifying number. So 3x plus negative 2 equals 7. Plus 2 in both sides. 3x become 9. Okay. Sorry about that. This was 3x. 2x plus x was 3x. 3x and 3x. And this become 1x. So x become 9. Sorry about making a mistake here. So now I want you to pause the video and do this 4 exercises, exercise 7, and check your answer with the solution at the bottom of each section. Please pause the video and do the exercise. This is another level of equation. This time is equation with parentheses. So when you have an equation with the parentheses, use distributive property and solution. So now, what do we do if we have a parenthesis? So for example, like number 1, you have a 3 with a 2x minus 4 equals 5x plus 2. So whenever there is a number in front of parentheses, you're supposed to distribute the number and multiply with each term. So you end up with a 3 times 2x minus 3 times 4 equal to 5x plus 2. So if you simplify further, you got 6x minus 12 is 5x plus 2. Now you have x's in both sides. You move the smaller x, so minus 5x minus 5x. So x minus 12 become 2. And plus 12 to get rid of negative 12. So you can have x alone on the left side of the equal sign. So x become 14. So that's how you do number 1. Another example, number 2 is 3 times 4x plus 3 equal to 11x plus 3. Now again, when there is a number in front of parentheses, you distribute by multiplying. So 3 times 4x plus 3 times 3 equals 11x plus 3. Now simplify further. 3 times 4x is 12x plus 9 equals 11x plus 3. Now you have 12x and 11x. Move the smaller x, so minus 11x in both sides. X plus 9 become 3. To remove plus 9, so you can have x alone, is minus 9 in both sides. So x become negative 6. Example 3 is a little more complicated because you have a negative number in front of a parenthesis. It looks complicated, but actually it is not. You just multiply negative 3 and distribute, which means multiply each negative 3 into each term. So you end up with negative 3 with a 2x plus negative 3 with a negative 4, because minus 4 means plus negative 4, equal 5x plus 2. So if you simplify further, you get negative 6x plus positive 12 equals 5x. What the negative 5x? Negative 5x. So if I rewrite this, negative 5x plus 2. Now, when there are x's in both sides, and you move the smaller x, so you have to be careful here. Which one is smaller x? Negative 6 is small. X is smaller, or in terms of a coefficient, negative 6 is smaller, or negative 5 is smaller? Well, negative 6 is smaller because that's far away from 0 in number line. So negative 6 is smaller, so you have to get rid of negative 6x by doing inverse operation. So you do plus 6x, plus 6x. So 12 equals x plus 2. Now this, my students make a lot of mistake, because when there is a 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and here is a negative 6. So which one is smaller number, negative 6 or negative 5? So negative 6 is far away from 0, so negative 6 is smaller than negative 5. So this number line help you. Okay? So what do you do after this? Well, there are many ways of doing it, but if I were you, the first thing I do is I will switch each side of the equality, because x supposed to be on the left side. So that become, if I switch it, it's become x plus 2 equal 12. Because x has to be on the left side of the equal sign in conventional way. And then you do minus 2, so x become 10. Now, one might ask, can I just leave x as right and then do it? Yeah, you can do that too, but you have a more chance to make a mistake by having an x on the right side. So that's why we try to just switch it, so just have a peace on your mind. X is always left side of equal sign. Okay. Number 4, you have a negative 2 with a 4x minus 3 is negative 7x plus 6. Again, you have a number in front of parentheses, so you're going to distribute them. Then you get negative 2 times 4x plus negative 2 times what? Negative 3. That becomes negative 7x plus 6. So if I simplify Further, you got negative 8x plus positive 6 equal negative 7x plus 6. Okay, and here again, negative 8 is smaller than negative 7, so you try to get rid of negative 8x. So plus 8x plus 8x by having inverse operation. Then this side cancel out. You end up with 6 equal x plus 6. Now I'm going to just switch it so I can have x in the right side, left side of equal sign. So x plus 6 equals 6 minus 6 in both sides. X becomes 0. So x is 0. Okay, so that was not that easy, but yes, you can handle this. So let's do some exercise. So pause the video and do those 4 exercises from exercise 8. Solve this and check your answer with the solution key at the bottom of this section. Please pause the video and do your work. So I guess it's 5 questions.